Good morning. How are you? We're going to start off. We're going to make this bear. Isn't he cute? Don't you want one? I want one. I don't think I have room for a bear, but if I did, this is the bear for me. So I don't have room for one. You probably don't have room for one, but we do have room for a bear drawing. So let's get drawing. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to give yourself a circle on your page. That's going to be for the head. Again, you're going to cover this with fur, so don't worry if you mess up. All right, one circle for you. All right, the next thing to do is a guideline. That guideline is going to come this way. It's a curved line. It's not, if you were to measure, it's a little bit above half of that. Next. All right, so we're going to do the ears. This one is going to be bigger than the other one because we're doing a 3/4 view. So this one would be coming forward, in which case would be bigger. So this ear is bigger and this ear is smaller. Okay. Woohoo! Alright, so next thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw where it's actually, like, the face changes. So it's here. You can kind of give yourself a curve like this, coming down. It's almost about the middle between the ears. And then we want to do it again, and that's going to be our nose. So from here, you're going to come out. Like that. Now at this point, I like to really check in the beginning of my drawing. So what you can do is flip it over and say, hey, how's this looking? Because your brain can't really adjust but to what you perceive. So it's actually a really good trick to keep checking your stuff. Okay, so I feel pretty good. So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to give ourselves another guideline. This guideline's going to come right here. And that's going to be so that the eyes line up together. And we're just going to put one circle here so that if you're measuring, it's actually right the middle of that ear is where you would put that circle. Right there. And then we're going to hop to the side. Now because it's 3/4, you don't actually see the whole eyeball. So you would see like a letter C. Or part of a letter C. But again, they should line up, so try to make them line up. Okay, mine are a little close together. I might be. Well, it's alright. We're okay. Alright, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start building out the nose. So you want to come from here, from right underneath the eye, and you're going to make a curved line down like this. And then I'm going to start building out over here. So I'm going to just kind of come out a little bit. Like that. It's starting to feel more bear-like. All my stuff out usually feels like dogs to me. It's like work. But, you draw what you know. So we have all these parts. The next thing that we're going to do, let's just delineate a little. I want to delineate this in the forehead. So you can know that it's going to be kind of a triangle up here. So you can do this line too. Okay, so let's get that schnozzle in. And what that is a big nose, and I'm going to make a big oval. I always say circle, but it's not. And this big oval is what really makes it feel like a bear to me. And little ears, but there we go. Okay, feeling good? I'm feeling good. I think it's looking good. All right, so what we want to do next is we want to start out the mouth. Now what I do, if you want, is you can start another guideline. It actually will be in the drawing. Straight through the bottom of the nose, so you know you're going past it. And I'm going to come out from here. So beyond the nose, into here. Like that. And then I'm going to just swoop this way. And then up. So it's beyond the nose, swoop, and up. Okay? And then what we want to do next is the lower lip. So it's going to come down. And you can actually, it has more of a build there if you want. And then we're just going to connect it into that face. And you have, ta-da, a bear. There's a few little things you need to do to make it less cartoon-like right now. And that would be to go from here. You're here, up here. You're going to come in a little bit, out a little bit, and then I want to connect to that line. Now I have a problem now, is that ear is now that way. So I'm actually going to move my ear a little bit over, which is no biggie, because I always work out all the little things before I work out the nitty gritty detail. Ooh, I like that better. I'm going to make this one bigger too. Woohoo! Okay, and while I'm here, I'm also going to give myself some shoulders, because I don't want to just draw a floating head. So I'm going to go one line from about here. You can actually play with these. They can go a lot of different directions and it'll look good. Okay, so we have the basic of it, the basis of it. Let's get into a little bit more detail. So what I want to do is I want to start doing the detail, which is why I zoomed in for you. I always think of these as being dog noses, so they're really similar. So you're going to go up and swoop, like that. Up and swoop. You want to do the same thing on the other side. Now, we are trying for symmetry, but in reality, it's an organic form, so it wouldn't be as symmetrical as all that, right? And then in the eyes, what we want to do is make one big circle, and then we're going to make one small circle. And because you wouldn't see the whole thing here, I'm just going to make the one bigger circle this way. I'm not going to draw the highlight in there, although I do make it later at the bottom. Okay, so now I get to do the fun part for me, which is all the shading. I'll walk you through the eye, but after that it's just kind of throw fur down and have some fun. Look at some pictures too. So in the eye and the pupil, I'm going to get very, very dark. And I'm going to do the same right here. And then what I want to do is I'm going to make the top of the eye like this. And then I'm going to curve so it's like that almond shape. And I'm just going in and kind of playing with that. He looks a little scared, so I'm definitely going to shade the top part of here darker to get him out of that scared look. Nothing to be scared about. I just want to keep you in my backyard and look at you. No bears for me. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side. Same thing, I'm just kind of fluffing out my details. This is my favorite part. This is the icing on the cake. Alright, now I'm just going to start shading the rest of it. So I'll put this on fast forward for you guys. I'll zoom out and you get to see what I do. Alright guys, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. And remember, just keep drawing.